There's an ancient secret that separates those who learn from those who truly master. And today, you're about to discover why most people never move beyond the beginner level in anything they try in life. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to master any subject they set their mind to? They pick up an instrument in months. They conquer a new language in a year. They build thriving businesses from nothing, while others spend forever just trying to figure things out. And you know what most people think? Oh, these folks are just talented. This guy was born with a gift for that. You've probably heard someone say something like this. A lot of people use it as an excuse to quit trying. They think, I don't have the gift, so it's impossible for me to master this. And that's the biggest lie you can tell yourself. Now, do you know what people who master things in record time really have in common? It's something you were never taught in school, in college, or in any online course you've ever bought. In feudal Japan, there was an apprenticeship system so powerful it turned ordinary peasants into deadly warriors and average artisans into legends whose work endured for centuries. This system had nothing to do with IQ or natural talent. It was all about grasping the three invisible stages that divide amateurs from masters. They called it shuhari. And once you understand how it works, you stop being the person who starts 1,000 projects and finishes none. You become someone who masters whatever they want, whenever they want. But it comes with a cost. Embracing this system means accepting something your ego will absolutely hate. Before I dive into the full system, I invite you to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button below, and drop a comment telling me, what skill do you most want to master in your life? Guitar? Programming? A new language? Let me know. I love reading and chatting with you in the comments. Alright, back to the video. Chapter 1, The Lost Apprentice. The story I'm about to share happened in feudal Japan. A young man named Yamato had a dream that consumed every waking thought, to become a samurai. He wasn't born into a warrior family. No noble blood, no famous name, just a burning obsession that raged inside him like wildfire. While the other village boys settled for lives as farmers or merchants, Yamato spent hours watching samurai ride by on the road. The way they carried themselves, the steel in their eyes, the respect they commanded without uttering a word. He craved that more than air itself. At 16, Yamato grabbed a wooden sword and started training alone. He rose before dawn, mimicking the moves he'd seen the samurai use, horizontal strikes, vertical cuts, thrusts, hours on end, every single day. 6 months in, he hadn't improved one bit. His form felt awkward. His body didn't respond like he pictured. The sword was too heavy, too unwieldy. The more he practiced, the more frustrated he got. He tried studying strategy from ancient scrolls about epic battles. He memorized classic techniques. He dove into Bushido, the samurai code of honor. Knowledge? He had plenty. But when he swung the sword, it all vanished. A full year dragged by. Yamato was still just a village kid with a wooden stick and an impossible dream, until the day everything shifted. Chapter 2, The Meeting. One afternoon, Yamato was practicing near the forest when a voice cut through from behind. Your feet are wrong. Your posture is wrong. Your breathing is wrong. Everything you're doing is wrong. He spun around to see an older man, gray hair pulled back, deep scars etching his face, 2 real swords at his waist. A true samurai. Shame flooded Yamato's cheeks. I'm trying to learn on my own, sir. I have no master. The samurai circled him, eyes sharp. How long have you been at this? 1 year, sir. And has anything improved? Silence. The truth was plain. The samurai snatched the wooden sword from Yamato's grip. You know your problem. You think you're training, but you're just locking in mistakes. Every botched rep teaches your body to fail even better. Those words sliced deeper than any blade. Yamato had wasted a year getting worse. Sir, Yamato stammered, voice cracking, how do I do it right? I've read every text I could find. I've studied strategies. I've memorized the moves. That's precisely your issue, the samurai cut in. You're building a castle from the roof down. You chase strategy before nailing posture. You try to innovate before imitating. You've skipped the one thing that matters, the path. The samurai locked eyes with him. There's a path to mastery with 3 stages. You must walk each one. No skipping. No rushing. Try otherwise, and you'll spend your life mediocre at everything. What path is that? Yamato asked. Shuhari, the samurai replied. Shu, obey. Ha, break. Ri, let go. 3 stages, 1 goal, true mastery. Yamato was hooked. Please, teach me. The samurai paused, then nodded. Dawn tomorrow. And brace yourself, the first stage will shatter everything you think you know about learning. Chapter 3, Shu, the Death of the Ego. Dawn broke. Yamato waited in a clearing as the samurai appeared. Today starts Shu, the master said. Here, you don't think. You don't question. You don't improvise. You obey. You copy. You repeat exactly as I show, no deviation. The samurai took a stance. Hold this. Yamato mirrored it. The master tweaked his foot 2 centimeters left, tilted his hip a degree, lifted his shoulder a fraction. Now breathe, 3 seconds in through the nose, 2 holding, 4 out through the mouth. They held it for 10 minutes, just breathing. Yamato's legs screamed. His mind roared that this was pointless. Master, he blurted, when do we practice real strikes? The samurai turned slowly. You think posture's boring? Breathing's a waste. That's why you'll never be a samurai. True warriors build mastery in millimeters, not miles. Yamato bit his tongue. Shu isn't about excitement, the master went on. It's about obeying until your body grasps what your mind can't. Every future technique hinges on this posture, this breath, the fundamentals you dismiss as dull. Weeks blurred, stances, breathing, basic moves repeated 1,000 times. No flair. No advanced stuff. Just basics, ad nauseam. Yamato's ego fought it daily, too slow. I could learn real techniques. What a waste. But something shifted unseen, yet felt. His moves flowed effortlessly. Posture that once hurt felt natural. Forced breaths became automatic. 3 months in, the master showed a basic horizontal strike. 1,000 times, exactly as I did. Not faster, not slower, identical. Yamato drilled that one strike all week, 1,000 reps daily. On day 4, mid-rep 400, his body nailed it perfectly, no mental nudge, like the sword moved itself. Feel that? The master asked from afar. Yamato nodded, stunned. That's Shu, when technique embeds so deep, the mind steps aside. But most quit here, they see repetition as weakness, think they're too smart for basics. A University of Tokyo neuroscientist, studying motor learning for 18 years, found something game-changing. 300 to 500 perfect reps wire neurons in the cerebellum into an auto pattern. At 1,000, it goes unconscious, shifting from deliberate thought to autopilot. Change it too soon. The pattern never sets. You stay slow, exhausted, error-riddled. Chapter 4, The Eternal Student Trap. 6 months of Shu flew by. Yamato owned 12 basics so fully he could do them asleep, literally, when his master woke him one night for a vertical strike, and his body delivered flawlessly. But something nagged. He saw other fighters, some with more years, who knew hundreds of techniques. They named every kata, every ancient master. Yet in real spars, they lacked something. They knew moves, but the moves didn't live in them. Master, Yamato asked one morning, why do some warriors know so much but fight worse than me with just 12? The samurai smiled, first in months. The right question at last. Those warriors dwell in eternal student hell. They hoard techniques like kids with toys, chasing the new before mastering the old. They read 1,000 strategies but internalize none. They mistake knowledge for mastery. Knowledge is a map, mastery is walking the terrain until you ditch the map. The master approached a tree. Shu built your base. You obeyed without question, no improv. Now, he paused, you're ready to break. Yamato blinked. Break what? Everything I taught. Chapter 5, the dangerous deliverance. In Shu, you became my perfect copy, the master explained. That forged your foundation. But stop there, and you're just my echo, not a true warrior. He drew a circle in the dirt. Shu is this boundary I set. Ha breaks it. But beware, most mistake Ha for rebellion, smashing limits from laziness, not mastery. Ha isn't rejecting lessons, it's grasping the why, so deep you adapt, combine, modify. But only if Shu's solid. That afternoon, for the first time in 6 months, the master brought another teacher, a warrior from a rival school, style worlds apart. For the next year, he said, train with him too. Learn techniques that clash with mine. Yamato balked. Won't that ruin what you taught? If Shu was shallow, yes, you'd be a muddled mess. But yours was deep, so you'll uncover universals beneath all styles. Thus began Ha. Mornings with the first master, afternoons with the second. Styles clashed, low, efficient, patient versus high, explosive, aggressive. At first, Yamato's brain fried switching gears. But 3 months in, patterns emerged. Under differences, both taught energy flow, opponent reading, presence. Techniques varied, principles matched. You're seeing it, his first master noted, spotting the spark in Yamato's eyes. Shu gave forms, Ha reveals principles. Forms become tools, not cages. A year reshaped Yamato's style, he wasn't either master's clone anymore, blending in novel ways. One training, he blocked with the first stance but countered with the second's burst. So seamless, he didn't notice until the master's faces showed all. What was that? The second asked. It just felt right. They exchanged grins. Ha is complete, the first declared. No blind obedience, no reckless break, just wise adaptation. But then, this is where 99% halt. They reach Ha, adapt and combine, and think they're masters. Proud creators. But Ha's still a trap, you're chained to learn techniques, even remixed. There's a third stage, final and rare. Only 1 in 1,000 reaches it, demanding what most won't give, forgetting everything. Chapter 6, the silent transcendence. Is where techniques don't use you, you transcend them, the master said. No techniques at all, just pure response to the now. Yamato furrowed. Fight without techniques. You'll see. But first, a tale. As a youth, I studied the sword 40 years, mastering 300 techniques, 12 styles. I was renowned. Then an 80-year-old master challenged me, frail, unsteady. I accepted, expecting quick mercy. The master's face shadowed with recall. He beat me in 3 moves. No recognizable style, just fluid, like water adapting perfectly. He told me, you fight well, knowing many techniques, but you're still fighting. I don't fight, I respond. Attacks trigger answers pre-thought. No choice, no form, just natural flow. How do I reach it? Yamato asked. Time, practice, and stop trying. The next 5 years frustrated Yamato most. No new lessons, just daily fights against varied foes. At first, he catalogued, first master's block, second's counter. Mind buzzing with choices. But years eroded labels. Techniques blurred, he just did. One day, facing 3 opponents, it cracked open. No decisions, body flowed, block, strike, spin, dodge. Effortless. Fight over, foes down, Yamato calm, recalling no specifics. You stopped fighting, his master smiled from afar. But I took down 3. No, your body did. No, you've deciding. Pure now response. That's techniques so ingrained, they're invisible. A Kyoto University researcher on embodied cognition for 22 years notes, at peak mastery, prefrontal cortex, decisions, quiets, ancient brain takes over. Expert and skill merge neurologically. Chapter 7, The Nameless Master. Years on, Yamato wasn't the dreamer boy anymore, a revered samurai, true master. Students flocked, asking, "Master, how many techniques do you know?" "None and all," he'd say. It baffled them, they craved lists. But Yamato knew, techniques point to the moon, obsess on fingers, miss the sky. One arrogant youth challenged, "My old teacher knows 500, how are you better?" Yamato grabbed a wooden sword. "Attack with any." The kid unleashed his prized move. Yamato shifted minimally, youth disarmed, floored, baffled. "You used a named technique," Yamato explained, helping him up. "Solid, practiced. But I used none, just the exact response that moment demanded. Unique, unrepeatable. You're capped at 500, I have infinity, creating afresh, unbound by memory." Chapter 8, The Universal Way. Yamato's tale isn't sword-bound, it's for any mastery. Guitar. Shu, copy songs note for note, no tweaks. Ha, blend songs, grasp theory, principles. Re, guitar flows music, you become it. Programming. Shu, copy expert code line by line, patterns unquestioned. Ha, adapt, combine, understand wise. Re, problems solve themselves through you, languages fade, pure logic reigns. Business. Shu, replicate proven models. Ha, tailor to niches, spot trans-industry truths. Re, intuit market like reading foes, no models, just instinctive wins. Shuhari frames deep learning anywhere. But here's the unspoken, why most never master. Chapter 9, The Modern Generation's Trap. Truth burns, today's crowd skips mastery by dodging Shu. I hate rules, I forge my path. Creativity thrives my way. Sounds empowering. It's ego dodging truth, you avoid mastering others' ways first. Yamato could have whined, why copy exactly? I'm unique. He'd stay a villager. Modern lies push skipping basics for self-expression, deeming masters uncreative. Result? Jacks of all, masters of none. Hobbies started, abandoned. Guitar wasn't me, really, no Shu patience. Brutal honesty, your unmastered dream isn't talent/time/resources short, it's ha/restart sans Shu. Virtuoso plays sans scale drills. Pro code sans copying pros. Empire sans studying models. Skip Shu, it's ego-crushing, boring, robotic. But believing, special, skips keeps you mediocre. No shortcuts. Zen monks, samurai, masters knew, only Shuhari. So, act now. 1. Pick one life-changing skill. 2. Find a master 10x you, online if needed, one source. 3. Enter Shu humbly, copy obsessively, no tweaks. Boring? Identity lost? Judged? Good, right track. 4. Shu done, flows thoughtless. Ha, study others, combine, adapt. 5. Years in, experiment, integrate. 6. Re-arrives unnoticed, effortless transcendence. An Oxford study of 500 masters, music, sports, code, fights, biz, found universal, 1 to 3 years imitation, 3 to 7 years experiment, then intuition. No skips, even prodigies, just faster paces. Chapter 10, Yamato's Legacy. Yamato lived to 87, training hundreds. On his deathbed, students asked, greatest regret? Not starting Shu sooner. Wasted a year self-teaching, thinking smarter. Earlier master. Sword mastery a year sooner, a priceless treasure. To you, he eyed them, don't err like me. Copy masters shamelessly, egoless, unhurried. Mastery isn't day one originality, it's skill so deep, originality emerges. His final words. Days later, peaceful death, legacy past. Shuhari isn't skill learning, it's transformation. Impatient you jumps hobbies, chases hacks. But patient, humble, disciplined you awaits, long roads the fast one. Shuhari mirrors, see ego-free beginner. Or shortcut seeker. Only one masters. Yamato, village nobody to legend, via willingness, obey before question, imitate before innovate, basics before advanced. Your choice, 5 years hacking non-paths, stagnant. Or pay mastery price, become extraordinary. Mastery's waiting, you walk it, rep by rep, Shu-ha-ri. Ancient, proven, effective. If this sparked learning insights, subscribe, bell on for more. Comment, skill you'll Shuhari master. Bonus, psychology/philosophy fan. Check my new channel link in description, small but growing with solid content. If you reached here, thanks, you're the 1% committed. Enter Shu now, years later, you'll marvel at your change. Till next video, happy transforming journey.